Hey everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday. Hope you and your families are doing well. I hope you are tuning in to what we are doing for you guys in our outlet online. And maybe you guys tuned in last Wednesday where I talked about setting a good example. And so this week I wanted to continue that discussion a little bit and talk about one of the ways that you and I can be a great example to those around us. And that is simply this: following the rules, right? Following the rules. I set up a game of Guess Who. And if you've ever played the game of Guess Who, the premise is you are to ask questions to try and figure out who the other person is. But if I were playing the game and all of a sudden I did this, are you Liz? Well, I know they were Liz because why? Because I cheated. That game wouldn't be fun for anybody, right? Let's try again. All right. Are you Lisa? Right? Whoever I was playing would get frustrated by that. They would quit. They would give up. Why? Because I'm not following the rules and this game is not fun for anybody. I may think I'm really winning and yeah. But deep down inside, it's not fun because why? The person I was playing with no longer wants to play with me, right? I've lost my game player friend. So, following the rules is for our provision, right? There's a reason why football has all its rules, why soccer has out of bounds, and why all of these things that we do, those rules are for our provision so that the games, so the things that we do are enjoyable. Those are for our provision. Now, if you've been paying attention to us and watching us online, I mentioned a couple of weeks ago how God provided a doctor for me when I was running in the store and hit my head. Now, what rule was I breaking? Right. If you're like me, you've heard your parents say, don't run in the store, right? Well, I didn't follow that rule and I ended up getting hurt. So another reason we have rules is for our protection. Like mom and dad know that a hot stove is hot. And when those coils on that stove are burning red, they tell you, don't touch, right? That's for your protection. That's for your protection. So guys and girls, as you go back to school and as you have new rules that are given to you by your teachers, as you have rules that are given to you by your parents, like all of a sudden we've been in summer mode and now it's back to school mode and we got to go to bed earlier. Well, that rule is for your provision so that you wake up ready to go the next day. The rules like wearing a mask and wearing a seatbelt and putting on a bike helmet, well, what are those for? Those are for your protection, right? God is so good, and He knows exactly what we need. We need rules, both for our provision so that life is enjoyable, and for our protection to keep us safe, to keep us from the consequences of touching that hot stove. I don't know about you, but if you've ever had your fingers or hand burnt from touching too hot, not pleasant. So guys and girls, remember, as you go through this life, rules are for our protection and for our provision. We'll see you next week.